Hello everyone, and welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to tell you a little bit about myself and what I'm going to do about this channel. So stay to the end. My name is Anneli and I am autistic in Sweden. First, I need to tell you that English is not my native language, so I'm certain that I will misspell words. I don't want any comments of that, please. Secondly, I'm not a doctor or a psychiatrist, so I can't give you any diagnosis. I can only talk about my experience. My videos are just for information. Like so many women in my generation, I grew up without having a diagnosis. I didn't even know anything about autism. I also was in the psychiatry for 10 years without anyone ever considering that I was autistic. Because of this, my school years was a nightmare. I was bullied like so many others within the NPF. And because I didn't understand the social cues others so easily understood around me, I was alone. I found myself being closer to people who were younger than me rather than those of my own age. And when I went to university, I didn't know how to study. I read every word in the books that we were given. And therefore, I had a major meltdown. My brain just shut down and no one could contact me. I was too exhausted to even answer my phone. It was after this that my sister realized I had Asperger's syndrome, a form of autism, and life became so much easier to understand for me. Despite that, it took about 3.5 years before I got my diagnosis officially. I also suspect I have ADHD and OCD, and of course, like many within the community, I have alexithymia, and so I live alone now because I don't think it is fair to anyone to be in a relationship with them when I can't understand my own feelings, and therefore I can't tell them honestly that I love them. I am also mentally unable to have a real work. I work so hard and so long that I fall apart. And then I try to work more. So I have many mental shutdowns if I were to work a 9-to-5 job. I have a pet dog who I originally thought to make my assistance dog, but he has a hip dysplasia on both his hips. I wasn't allowed to train him. I've never talked much about my Asperger's with people who I consider irrelevant, because they don't need to know about my problems. I always hated when my family talked to strangers about me without having my permission to do so. I thought always that if they wanted to know anything about me, they should ask me and not my family, because they could only read books. They didn't know anything about my feelings. And of course, I never wanted to be treated in a special way. So, why do I do these videos, you might think? Well, I've had my diagnosis for 20 years now, and I've gathered a lot of information that I want to share with the world. I also want to share the experience of having autism here in Sweden, and maybe even compare that knowledge with anyone else in the world. So, this is just a little bit about myself. I will talk more in later videos, both about myself and the contents of this channel. So, if you want that, please like this video, subscribe to my channel and hit the notification app. And if you want me to talk about something specific, please leave a comment down below and I'll see what I can do. I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.